Hello and welcome to day 110 of me trying to teach myself how to draw. As always, I started off with 10 1-minute just drawing warm-ups, then I got into my Bridgman studies. Today it went over how when the fingers curl in, they all kind of go into a central point at the base of the palm, whereas your thumb tends to be on its own axis, whereas all your fingers, they will all bend on the same arc as you close your fingers in on the palm. And then we also went through the bone and tendon layers that make up your fingers. And then my main study for today was how to draw the feet. This is something that I haven't neglected, but it's really important because if you can't plant your character in a scene, your perspective and everything is not going to be right. And they're just kind of going to look like they're floating, which unless you draw all your characters as ghosts or superheroes that can fly, you need to be able to set them on the ground. So I should mention that today was day 18 of Kaysen's character design bootcamp. Anyways, but we went through the anatomy, just, your basic block form that is really helpful for getting down the basic shape of the foot. And then we went through and did the skeletal anatomy as well as where all the fat pads are, because fat pads are going to help define shape, especially with more tendinous areas like the foot where there doesn't tend to be a lot of muscle to really show through with girth. So we went over that as well as the basic kind of sock form that just is a bit more complex than your basic ramp shape that a lot of people use for a foot base. And I have struggled with planting my characters before and then getting the feet to be the right length. They always end up being too short. I need to remember that your foot is about the same length as your head from chin to the top of your head, which is also about the same length as your forearm from the inner corner of your elbow to your wrist. So that is something I need to keep in mind because I always make them too small and then the character looks like they're about ready to tip over, which is not good. So this was very helpful. This is the first time I've gone over drawing feet because in my mind I was like, it's just a ramp shape. It's not that hard, and they're not like dynamic like hands are, and there's not a lot of anatomy going on, like muscle-wise, like your back or your arms or your legs. And so I just kind of didn't bother with them. But as I've tried to draw my own stuff, I've had trouble planting my figures in the scene, and that is because I can't draw the base of the foot properly because I haven't practiced it. You also use the same base form for shoes, and I'm terrible at drawing shoes. So lesson learned, just because it's not fun and exciting does not mean you don't need to practice drawing it. But yeah, that's what I got done today. I'm pretty happy with the results, and I will see you all next time.